Hello friends, it's Peggy Noe. I'm here with my little baby Ellie from prettypapercards.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. Ellie today is wearing some glasses. She's worn them before, but I put them on her today and she's acting real funny. They're bothering her, I think, because she's seen everything is pink. They're her little, I actually call them her little Elton John glasses. I think they look adorable, and she's got a cute little blue bow today. It's got a little pink in it. Now she's kind of realizing she can move with them on. Okay, we're live. I'm seeing we're live online, and that's a good thing. So how are you guys today? It's been a beautiful day here. That's why I wanted to have her wear her glasses. It was a beautiful sunny day, but you can see she's a little puzzled by them. Oh gosh, she's so cute. Anthony, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for staying up for us. That was so nice of you. How are you doing? Let me know. Holly, good to see you also. We are having a nice, cool evenings, slightly warm days, you know, in the low 70s, high 60s. And so we're having a nice week, and I'm looking forward to a nice weekend. What about you guys? What are you going to do this weekend? Let me know. It looks like there's a little transmission problem, but I'm just going to go ahead and continue, and I hope it isn't a problem for you guys. So good to see you all. What are you doing this weekend? Danette, good to see you. Let me know if you're having any trouble with the transmission, because it does look like it might be a little problematic here. It could just be our internet is weird this afternoon. So she is, I don't think she likes these glasses. Oh my gosh. Well, we have something fun for you today. I have a fun fold card to show you called the Dutch Door Fun Fold. And I just learned it last night, actually, at a meeting of my upline, and they showed us this fold, and I thought it was so cute. I wanted to bring it to you guys and show you. So I hope you like it. And plus the prizes are going to be awarded at the end. I've been awarding the prizes at the end so everybody can be involved and not just the people who are here first. And so look forward to that. What's new? Well, celebration is still going strong. Anthony, good. All is well. You're below freezing temperatures. Oh boy. Kay, good to see you. Yes, happy Friday. Below freezing. I know a lot of the country is below freezing. I totally understand. And I'm so sorry about that. Stay warm, my friends. Stay warm. So, and get excited about cards. It's a good time to stay in and make cards. So celebration is still continuing. It's where for every $50 you order, you get a free gift. And the gifts are fabulous. They're in the celebration catalog. If you don't have a catalog, let me know and I'll get one out to you right away. But I wanted to talk to you today about the starter kit. So I'm going to put Ellie down. I'm going to take her sunglasses off so that she can relax and take her little nap. There she goes. Hi, Lori. Good to see you. Yes, her rose-colored glasses. I love it. Okay, let's talk a little bit about celebration and getting the starter kit. So the special, whenever we have celebration, there's a starter kit special. And this time for January and February, if you join Stampin' Up, you pay $99 and you get $125 worth of products of your choice. You choose your own starter kit. You get to choose anything you want from any current catalog. That's the annual and the mini. And you choose $125 worth of product for $99, and it all ships free. But also during celebration, they usually have a special. And the special this time is 2 free stamp sets in any current catalog. So I thought I did a little research to see what are the most expensive stamp sets in each catalog. So I went to the annual catalog and just to see what kind of a value you would be getting. In the annual catalog, the most expensive stamp set is called A Wish for Everything. It's a 2-volume set. It has fabulous sentiments. And this stamp set is $39. Okay, so if you chose this as one of your 2 free stamp sets, you would be getting a $39 value. Hi Roz, good to see you. So that's the annual catalog, the most expensive stamp set, A Wish for Everything. Then I went to the new mini, to see what is the most expensive stamp set. And there are 2. They're each $25. One is one of my very favorites in this catalog, Flowing Flowers. This is $25. And the other one, hi Lynette, good to see you from cold Wyoming, Michigan. We're going to warm you up here with some stamping. And this one is the Blessings of Home stamp set, and this one is also $25. So I wanted to figure it out for you. Say you purchase the starter kit. You would get $125 worth of free product, not free, sorry. You would get $125 worth of product for $99, okay? Then your 2 free stamp sets, if you got A Wish for Everything, which is $39, let me get the right direction. And let's just say Flowing Flowers, because it's my favorite, for $25. Those 2 stamp sets, this is a double. So 39 plus 25, and I've got my figures over here. 39 plus 25 is $64. This is, you would get, if you got the most expensive, $64 in free stamp sets. You get $26 free because you pay $99, you get $125 worth of product. That's $26. So the total is $90 free product, and it all ships free, which is about a 10%. It's usually a 10% shipping charge. So your total, you would get $125 plus $64 in product for only $99, and it all ships free. You can't resist it. It's a great deal. And I just wanted to let you know, this is how I got started with Stampin' Up, because I knew I loved the product and I wanted to get it for the least amount possible. And then after this, you get everything at 20% off. And once you go on a little while, you can get up to 25% off. So if you love these products, which of course you know I do, it's really a great deal. And I'd love to have you on my team. I have a team of sweet stampers, and we have Zoom meetings. I send them cards, I send them gifts, and when it's okay, we get together, and I would love to have you be part of my sweet stampers. So think about that. You've got till the end of February, but don't forget, okay? I don't want you to lose out. Okay, I'm going to turn you down, and we'll see about this fun fold card, this Dutch door fun fold card that we're doing today that I want to teach you. And here it is. Like I said, I just learned it last night. Hi Jessica, good to see you. This is the Dutch door fun fold card. It's not my idea. They taught it to us last night, and it's like this. It opens like this. So it's what they call a Dutch door, is one that opens. There used to be a lot of houses with Dutch doors as their front door. So the bottom part stayed closed, and people would open the top part, and they could talk, without opening the whole door. So this is called a Dutch door fun fold, and I'm using the color. The featured color is Just Jade, beautiful color. And the stamp set we're going to use today is Honeybee Home, and one reason is because I really like the bees. These are some of my favorites in the a favorite stamp set in the catalog, because it has these 3 bees, and I just love playing around and working with bees on cards, not stinging bees. And we're going to use one of the bee dies from the Honeybee blooms that create the bundle. This is the Honeybee Home Bundle. So let's get started, and I'll just tell you right away, I just learned it last night, so I don't have it. Thank you, Anthony, you love it already. Well, I hope I can do it justice, because this little cut is the tiniest bit tricky. So I've got an extra piece of paper in case I mess up. You know me, I like to have an extra piece of paper. So we started with our regular 8.5 by 5.5 piece of basic white cardstock for our card base, and it's scored at 4 1/4. Now, we're just gonna, I'm not gonna, well, I guess I will fold it on this, and I'll burnish the score line here, because we kind of have to do that to see really how it's gonna work. So basically, here's our front of our card. And what we want to do is cut out a piece right here. It's going to be 2 1/2. This is 4 1/4, and it's going to be 2 1/2. So we need to put it on our paper trimmer, and we're going to cut that out. So this is where I'm not absolutely perfect, but okay. So we want to cut 2 1/2 inches down here, and let's see. So we're going to put this. Remembering that this is the front of the card right here. Okay, this is the front. It opens like this. So this is the section we want to cut out. Turn it and put it at 2 1/2 inches. And what we're going to do is come down to that score line. Okay, so here we go. All the way down to the score line. Now this is where it gets just a tiny bit tricky, because I'm going to finish off with my scissors. Because, well, all right, let's do this. So we're going to cut, then we're going to cut here. It just scares me. It really does. It just scares me to cut, that I won't be right. But we'll come down here, and we'll try to come right at that mark. And let's see how we did. Okay, we're a little bit, I'm just really perfectionist. So let's come down here. It cut on the outside of the fold, and we'll just come down a little bit more with my scissors and come over just a tad bit to touch that. And there's our card. Now see, I don't know, that just looks a little rough to me. I'm not 100% crazy about it. Let me try it one more time. Let's try it one more time, okay? This time I won't burnish the line, and let's see how it works. Okay, this will give you a little practice. Hi Linda, good to see you. We're just getting started. So we're going to cut down here 2 1/2 inches for our Dutch door card. Let's see if I can do it a little better this time. We're going to come down to the fold line. Okay, I did that well. And then we're going to come over here. And basically what I'd like to get is just a little to the left of that line. Let me see if I can do it. Okay, now let's see. I think I did this better. Oh, I did. It really just takes a little practice. And it's just going to come off like that. Much better, much better. Some of you are probably really good at this, but that to me is kind of a scary thing. But it looks really nice. It got a real clean cut, no curves or anything. Very good. Okay, I'm happy about that. Now this is extending a little bit past there. I'm just going to, I'm just going to cut it off. Don't tell anyone, okay? I'm just going to trim that a little bit. I'm not the perfect one to do these type of things. Some of the rest of you probably are, but now it has an excellent fold, and everything is even. So we'll see how that works with our pieces that we've cut out. Okay, now this is our card that we're making. Let's look back at it to make sure, just to remind ourselves how it works, the Dutch door. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put some designer series paper. I'm reaching over for it. And I'm going to cut the designer series paper to fit on the door part. And that measurement, let me get my measurement here, is 4, we want it 4 by 2 3/4. Rub the rough cut edge with your bone folder. Okay, thank you so much, Linda. So we're going to go, this is going to be 2 3/4. And this is a piece of the Abstract Beauty paper that I used on Wednesday. I'm crazy about it, and I love this pattern, so I wanted to use it. And I really like Just Jade. So 2 and, let me check again, 2 3/4, good thing I checked, 2 3/4. by 4, and I think this paper, yes, it is already 4. It's that paper that is 4 by 6. Okay, and let's double check that this is going to sit. No, that is not right. That is not right. Thank you for being patient. Oh, well, that should be right. Okay, that should be right. This is 3, so it should be 2 3/4, but I don't think I cut it right. Nope, I didn't. Oh, maybe this is the one. Let's see. Nope, 2 3/4. Let's try it again. I wasn't paying attention. There we go. It is 2 3/4 by 4. This kind of just scares me a little bit. But now we've got the hard part done. Okay, so we've got the hard part done. And I'll set the paper trimmer down. Okay, so this is going to sit here, and I'm going to just go ahead and glue it on. So your measurements are the standard card base, and you cut out, this section is 2.5 by 4 is what you cut out. Just so that you can get the measurements just right. Let me just pull that little thing off there. This is one of those, I'm not totally a pro at this particular design. But it comes out very beautifully, so we're gonna work with it until it comes out just the way we want. So let's just pull this over a tad and even that up just a bit. Well, it's still a little movable. Okay. Now the next pieces we have, what we want to do now is we want to work on the inside. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a piece of Just Jade cardstock right in there, and it's going to be 4 by 5 1/4. That's a standard. That I feel confident about this because this is a standard measurement, and it's going to turn out beautifully. Okay, 4 by 5 1/4, and it's just going to slip up in there really nicely. Okay, great. Great. All right, now what we need is a piece of white cardstock to go inside that you're going to end up writing on. And this one is, let me see, 5 by 3 3/4. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this in. We're not going to do any stamping on it. You know, you could if you want to, but just for the sake of demonstrating the design, the fun fold, I'm not going to. I need to get a little more practice with it, don't you think? I definitely think I do. Okay, so here is the base of our Dutch door fun fold card. And now what we need to do is put on, and what you can do is the piece that you cut out would fit perfectly right there. But what I want to do is I want to have a border of it. So I wanted to have that size piece be in Just Jade. It's the same exact size that we cut off. So this is 4 1/4 by 2 1/2. And I want it to go right there, but we're going to work with it first. And then inside of that, you can cut down the piece that you cut out, and this piece is 4 by 2 1/4, just like that. Allison, good to see you. You've been pruning your fruit trees. Oh, I'm glad you made it though. Hi Pam, thanks for sharing. Good to see you guys. So this is our Dutch door card, and this is the base of it. And now I'm going to actually stamp on this part that is going to end up adhering right here. And we're going to use today, I've already mentioned, we're going to use the Honeybee Home stamp set, and I really love these flowers. They look to me like a bulb, so I'm going to, I don't know which bulb. I know you guys are fabulous, and you're probably going to think of it and tell me, but we're just going to go ahead and stamp it in Just Jade because it's so pretty. I'm going to put a little piece of grid paper underneath because I'm going to stamp it 3 times. Let me get my ink over on this side. I'm going to stamp it 3 times. Let me bring this over for you. Okay. It's really a beautiful, beautiful stem. And the first thing I want to do is stamp it over on the left side. and off a little bit. That's why I pulled up my grid paper. And the next time I'm going to do the same thing on the right side. And then I'm going to stamp one right in the center to be the featured stem, right? If any of you, if any of you know what this is. Oh, bad reception. Yeah, I know. I see that it isn't the best today, and if you have a little problem too, it probably isn't. But we'll just keep on going. It'll record and you can watch it back. Okay, so there is, isn't that a beautiful flower? I just love it. I don't know the name though. You guys are going to have to come up with it for me. Let me know. Robin, good to see you. Do you know what this flower is? And Allison, I think it's a bulb on the Honeybee Home. Let me know if you know what that is. Alrighty, now we've got this already stamped, our beautiful flowers in Just Jade, and we're going to go ahead and adhere it to the larger piece. So just so you know, the basic white piece, I'll repeat, is 4 by 2 1/4, and the Just Jade piece is 2 1/2 by 4 1/4. And so we're going to go ahead and glue those together to create the Dutch door look. This is really the decoration on the Dutch door card, is actually, I should have said that. Hi, Linda. Love Just Jade. I do too. Oh, Allison, I know. I'm so sorry. I'm personally not having good reception today over here. I saw it when I started the feed, and I don't know why. Roz, yes. I really apologize. I think it's something going on here in our area. Okay, so now we're completely ready to put this floral piece on the front of our Dutch door, and we're going to do that with Stampin Dimensionals. And remember, we want to put our dimensionals only on the lower half of the card, right? Because we don't want to stick it to the inside of the card. So I'm just going to do it like this, and then we're going to adhere this portion that decorates the Dutch door. You can do anything you want now that you have the basic Dutch door design. You can do anything you want, but this is the way I'm doing it today, and I like the way the frames all look the same. Everything is framed the same. So there is our little Dutch door, and then we just get to decorate it even further. And I'm going to decorate it with a bee, a cute little piece, and we're going to make our sentiment. So I have a piece here. This is one of my scratch pieces that we cut off, and we're going to go ahead and put our sentiment on, and the sentiment is stay wonderful. It's a great sentiment. Thank you, Kay. It's a great sentiment from the Honeybee Home stamp set. I really like the fonts. I've shown these to you guys before because I used one actually on a card I posted, I think, yesterday. I love the fonts on here. I think they're modern and they're really nice looking. So we're going to put our Stay Wonderful right in here, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and we'll stamp our bee while we're at it, since we're doing some stamping. And for the bee, I'm going to use some soft suede. He's going to be a brown bee. And let's see. Just going to stamp. Oops, he got a little ink. I just re-inked this pad. So there's our bee. Okay. And now we're going to color him in just a little bit, but I want to let that dry. So what I'm going to do is cut this in half, and we'll go ahead and do a bit of die cutting using our little mini machine. So let's get out our mini cut and emboss machine, and we're going to cut the sentiment this time. We're going to cut out with one of the Stitch So Sweetly dies. It fits perfectly. I really think this is a pretty cute one. And so let's make sure I get it just straight on there before we run it through. Stay Wonderful. I think that's such a nice sentiment to send to anybody. And I would actually say that to all of you. Stay wonderful, because you all are wonderful. Okay, so we're going to run that through. And here's our sentiment. Now let's run the bee through. And the bee has his own little die that just is, there are 3 bees in this bundle, the Honeybee Home Bundle, and they each have their own die. Is that not cute? Okay, so here's the little bee, and the die fits him just perfectly, including the little antennas. So I hope we get the antennas on there. Let's give it a try. Sometimes if you angle it just a little bit off, you might cut off the antennas, but I don't want to do that. Okay, here we are, and let's see. There is our cute little bee. Can you see him down there? Okay, I'll pull our machine off to the side, and we'll color him in just a little bit. I've got some dark So Saffron, a dark So Saffron Stampin' Blend, and I'm just going to give this guy, I don't even know if you can see it, a little bit of yellow, just to make him look a little bit more realistic. Not much. That's just dark So Saffron. Okay, and now we're ready to put the rest of our card together. So I thought we'd put the sentiment right over here. When you put a lot of flowers in one spot, it kind of looks a little mush there, so I wanted to cover that up just a bit. And I've got some dimensionals. Now we could have done, we could have become more fancy, and even we could have backed this sentiment with another piece of just Jade, but I don't know. I just wanted to concentrate on the design of the card for you guys so that you would have a new fun fold card to play with. And whoops, that was my catalog falling on the floor. Okay, doesn't that look good? Stay wonderful. And now we're going to put our little bee on. We're going to give him 1 dimensional. I just think these bees are fabulous. I mean, we could put a bunch on here, but I'm just using the 1. And we're going to put him right like that. I think it just adds a little fun to the card. And for embellishments, what else flies around a lovely scented flower besides bees? You're right, butterflies. So I'm going to use the fun brushed brass butterflies. And I think, let's use the other one. I might have used the small ones. This time on my sample card I used the small. This time I'm going to use some larger. There are 2 sizes. You've got large and small. The one nice thing about these butterflies is that they're pretty flat, and so there's no problem with mailing them. Not a problem at all. They just mail real easy, and I know sometimes we're concerned about that. We don't want things poking up out of the envelope, right? Okay, let me get this other one, and there. Isn't that darling? Now we have to do the inside of our card and our envelope because this flower is just so pretty. I can't stamp it only there. I really want to stamp the inside. Well, I'm not going to do the inside of the card. That's right, because this isn't a standard inside. This is the Dutch door inside. But I am going to stamp the envelope. I forgot about that. So let's get back our beautiful flower stamp. And this is just gorgeous all by itself on the envelope. I just love it. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Kay. It does. It's very springy. And you could do this. You could use any main color that you wanted to. And you could use different colors. I just happen to choose just Jade because I really like it, and I like this paper. I wanted to use it from the Abstract Beauty paper. So that's our card for today. Now, what about our prize? Okay, if we were at a Stampin' Up event, you know what we would do? Remember how they pound on the table for prize patrol? So let me come back here, and the prize from last Friday, excuse me, the 14th, was a B block, a clear block B, which we all can use more blocks. And I did the random number generator, and Miss Cherie Drowns is the one who won the B block. She is a friend who lives near me, and I promise it was the random number generator, but but Cherie had wanted the prize, so congratulations, Cherie. And I will get this to you. It's so nice to have extra clear blocks, isn't it? And for next time, our next prize, which will be awarded on the 28th of January 2022. So if it's after that and you're watching on YouTube or something, it's over. So you have a week between the 21st and the 28th of January 2022 to say prize as a comment. And these are the gold holly leaves. And I'm going to take them out just to show you. This is a brand new pack, so when you get it, if you're the prize winner, you know it's only been opened by me. And I just want to show you, well, let's see if I can pick one or two up. They are also flat, but they are, where's the camera that's looking? Okay, see those? They're sparkly, they're wonderful, and they're not retired. I don't know if you can actually buy them now, but they're going to be coming back for sure in the holiday mini catalog for 2022. So that's why I thought this would be a great prize for you guys, the gold holly leaves. So if you want to win the gold holly leaves, put down prize in the comment, and hopefully the random number generator will pick you. So thank you guys for watching today. Happy Friday, happy weekend. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And those of you that are in the really cold weather, I hope you stay nice and toasty warm and spend some time inside making cards. The rest of us, I need to get outside and prune my roses. Allison knows that. So I need to get out there and do that. That's my job this weekend. So, and maybe if you're in the cold weather, I guess you prune your roses too, but you might have pruned them earlier. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, that's what I'll be doing. So have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.